This is the second time I'm trying to record this because the first time around I recorded the entire episode, supposedly, and only to realize that I forgot to put the SD card in. So the video is all gone, I have all the audio. And it's worthless. Hello, my name is Pokerfaceovac and welcome to the 5th episode of This Week in Speedrunning. Now, let's see all the news from the past week. Again. The first driver has different categories for the PS1 and the PC versions of the game, as they differ slightly. The PS1 leaderboard is also split between console and emulator, with the emulator being faster by about 3 minutes at this point. This week saw a new any% PS1 world record on emulator by Viper with a 109.17 that beat a 4-year-old Iceman's world record of 110.
Yes!
Having achieved this time, Viper now has both the emulator and the console world records. His plans right now are to lower the console world record to a 112 or 111. Congrats and good luck to him. Last week a runner named CHX42 beat the world record for any% deathless in the original Metroid for the NES. Here you might be wondering why dying is such a big deal for this game that deathless has to be a separate category. In this field the game is similar to the original Legend of Zelda. If a player presses up and A on the second controller at the same time, the character dies. This can be used on purpose to death warp at any time, and hence the new category that bans death warping in its entirety. At least in Metroid, at the cost of being able to die in this category at all, even by accident. Back to CHX, the world record is a 1054, ultimately being the first sub 11 in the category.
There it is! There it is! Sub 11! Oh my god!
A couple days later, he also scored a new world record of 1118 for all bosses deathless. Asked about these times, he said that the sub 11 any% deathless was to be expected and this time can still be lowered by about 10 seconds. This is due to them finding a new routing, saving about 20 seconds in pretty much all categories. CHX at one point started using different doors for warping than the ones usually used in the game. And another runner, Metal Machine, made a special visualizer, making it possible to see things out of bounds. Following that, C. Scotty got back to the game and found a new trick that's not only frame perfect but also off screen, and saves 18 seconds. Thanks to this, the any% with dying allowed world records have been lowered 9 times in 2 months. At one point, CHX's and C. Scotty's times were just a frame apart. Right now, CHX is working on a new any% tutorial that includes the new routing, hoping to make it easier for people to learn Metroid. 100% categories of 3D GTA games are especially demanding when going for top times. Not only the result of general skill and game knowledge required, but also at least Vice City and 3 are fulfilled with glitches, requiring an insane amount of skill total. GTA Vice City got a new 100% world record by Anti this week.
Oh my god, man, fucking finally! Jesus Christ. Is that sub GTA 3 Hundo? It actually is, wow.
It beats the previous world record from Marushko by almost 5 minutes. Other than that, 3 and VC have comparable 100% times, so it's always a separate achievement to beat the other game's time, as this run does. The current world record for GTA 3 is a 424.39 done by Chivu93 3 months ago. Though with the recently discovered option to quadruple or even quintuple one of the 3 vigilante missions in GTA 3, Vice City might not be the faster 100% for long. Jak and Daxter The Precusor Legacy is a game where any% is not the main category despite being the fastest. Not only that, there are 8 categories total, including the miscellaneous ones, and any% is the least popular of all of them. What is the issue here? Let's go through the differences between 3 categories. No LTS, no FCS, and any%. All of them require the runner to just beat the game and are essentially any% categories, in different points of the game's lifespan. This is a situation similar to Super Mario 64's 70 star, 16 star, and 0 star. No LTS is the intended way of beating the game with 74 power cells collected. The fastest way to do a no FCS run is to utilize LTS or lava tube skip, which is considered pretty hard and only available to the more experienced runners. Now, as you might have guessed already, any percent requires utilizing both LTS and FCS, which is Fire Canyon skip. While the former is just pretty hard, the latter has only ever been done by about 12 people, according to Ricky. That's why there are only 9 completed runs on the any percent leaderboard and only 7 that are faster than the no FCS world record. The reason I mention it in the first place, 2 top any percent runners got new world records in the last couple of days. Outrageous Josh got a 16:33, beating his own PB by 2 seconds, and Sir Jasbury beat his own world record by a second with a 16:23. Congrats to both of them. Wrapping up this episode, as always, let's talk about marathons. Starting with the banger, the game list for SGDQ 2021, held obviously online, was announced a couple days ago. I must say it contains a lot of interesting entries and is generally well balanced. Even people complaining about too many Mega Mans and Zeldas every time should be satisfied now. Make sure to check it out yourself, the link as always will be in the description. ESA Summer 2021 supporting Save the Children was officially announced. It will be held online between the 24th and the 31st of July, with a possible pre-show on the 23rd. Submissions open on the 16th of May, both for runners and volunteers, so make sure to get your games and auditions ready and submit. There's also a small marathon happening this weekend called Supporting Autism Speed Event 2021. It is live on Twitch already at SASE_marathon. I will be there running Gothic No Out of Bounds on Sunday. Other than that, the marathon has a pretty solid schedule throughout the entire weekend. I'm always for supporting small events and I hope you'll find it fun to watch. And that would be all for this week. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you liked the episode. Everything mentioned in the video can be found in the description. The show also has a Twitter account at TWI Speedrunning. Make sure to follow it and you can also DM me there with any news worth sharing. From all of us here at This Week in Speedrunning, thank you very much and see you next week.